Hello and welcome back to the 3D printer series. We are on video 7 where we are going to be turning this filament made from bottles into a 3D print. I measured it out to be about 160 inches and you can see here that the inside is hollow because when we make the plastic strip into filament it curls down on itself and melts that way. So in this video we're going to be taking this filament and turning it into a 3D print. One of the issues I'm running into now is that I don't really know what to print. I was thinking about printing a plant pot because I have a little succulent that has started growing roots, but at the same time you could just go to the store, buy one, or use a bottle cap, so what's the use of 3D printing? However, that wouldn't be as fun. So today I'm going to be designing and 3D printing a little plant pot for my succulent. So I used Fusion 360 for all of this designing. It's pretty simple. I just made a side view here and then I used a sweep extrude on Fusion 360 to make the plant pot. And then after I extruded that plant pot, I made another view and then I just basically did a cut until it reached the next side to form those holes on the bottom. Here's a fancy animation of how it turned out. I made this in Blender. And then after that, I imported it into Cura, set layer height 0.3, and then I did the filament temperature at 235, but I think 230 would have probably worked fine. But that's about it software wise, so let's get started and get this thing printed. Alright, so that was pretty quick. It took about an hour to print out. Here's the result here. You can see that the print quality wasn't exactly great, but it might have to do with my 3D printer because I'm only using a ANET A8, which is one of the cheapest Chinese printers you can get. There was a lot of filament that kind of drooled over the side, but it is kind of neat to see how it is semi-transparent and you can see the layer lines, which is pretty neat. Using print temperature of 235 might have also played into this a little bit. I kept the bed at 30 and I didn't use a fan because my fan kind of broke, so the extruder fan wasn't on. But yeah, it came out with like a neat texture, I guess. It should work fine for a plant pot, but I think I'll stick to using regular filament for more detailed prints that I want to look a little bit better. But that's enough at looking at this 3D print. Let's get this succulent planted. So here we go. We got the 3D print, we have the succulent, and we have the soil. This is just potting soil mixed with a little bit of sand so that it will drain faster for the succulent because they don't like as moist of soil. Here you can see the succulent has little baby roots, so this is why I'm going to be planting it in a little planter. First we pour the potting soil mixture into the 3D print. Try to get enough in there for the plant, but leave a little bit of room for the water so it doesn't spill whenever you water it. Another reason for the holes on the bottom is because when you water succulents it should go all the way through pretty quickly. You don't really want it very moist because they're more of desert-like plants. Now I'm going to poke a hole in the soil here so that I can create a little hole for the little succulent leaf to go and start rooting in. Now we can take the little baby succulent, shove it right in that hole there, and then cover it up and it'll be all happy and ready to start growing. Give it a little pat to get that soil down nice and sturdy, and there we have it. Here's our 3D printed succulent pot. Doesn't look too bad, but I feel like regular filament could have done a little bit better job. But I'm glad we could do something pretty cool with the filament we had. And there we have it. Pretty quick video, but I just wanted to post this and show that you can use the filament made from bottles to make things. They might not be the best quality things, and it might still be easier to just buy filament off Amazon or whatnot, but nonetheless, being able to recycle bottles and other plastic materials from PET material is pretty cool, and being able to do this with the materials available was an interesting project to do. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Hope this helped.